So I've just cast the cheesy. Ooh. Ah, God. Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to a new video. So in today's video, we are back at the BAA stretch Quatford on the River Severn. We're gonna get the stuff out of the car now. I'm gonna show you where I'm parked and how to get down there. I did do that in the last video. I fished Quatford, but I have had some people asking me how to get down to the stretch. So I'll show you. If you're watching this video and you've not been down there before, you'll be able to know how to get down to the stretch. We'll have a look at the pegs and get the rods in. So you can park in Tony's Breakfast and Grill, and there's also a lay-by down here you can park in. Then you walk down this lane, Simon's Lane. It's easy going down, not the best going up. It's even harder going up if you've not caught a barbel. And then before you get to the entrance to the caravan park, just before, there's a public footpath on the left. You go down there, then you'll see the sign for the BAA. So I'm walking to the pegs that I want to fish. I think I'd like to fish the peg I first ever fished here. When I came with Paul, I had 2 barbel out that day. I had the first one at 11 o'clock, second one at 1 PM, and then we packed up. So that was in the day, so I'm hoping I might be just as successful as I'm fishing the evening today. And I find that's a sort of better time for a bite. I'm going to walk down there. I'm in the first meadow now. The pegs that I want to fish are in the second meadow, towards the end of the second meadow. I've seen about 5 or 6 people fishing this first meadow right at the start. So I'm going to get away from them, down here. Hopefully no one's down here. Oh, there's someone walking right past me now, so hopefully he's the only one that's been here. So I think I found a peg that I want to fish. This wasn't the peg I was initially going to fish. The one I wanted to fish was by them trees, but I'll show you this one. This looks pretty good to try for now. So it's got a nice bit of space down here. It looks like someone's been fishing it. There's some fresh bait down here. Some krill, that's pretty fresh. This looks okay on the bend. Oh, it looks nice down here to chuck a rod right down here. Got that undergrowth there, there may be one there. Yeah, I think we'll start here. If I don't have any luck, I'm packing very light so I can move around. I've got till it gets dark. I don't think you can night fish on this peg, but I've got till it gets dark. Let's get the rods out. Now, I was initially going to have one rod down here, but I've decided instead I'm gonna cast towards that overgrowth over there. So I'm gonna cast one around there, one around there. I've catapulted a bit of bait out just to get the swim going. I think someone has already been here today by the looks of it, but we'll give it a go. It looks ideal. It's nice and shaded over there. It's a nice area for the barbel to sit up in them snags. So if I cast about 2/3 over to there, I think we'll be in with a chance. Right, now we wait. On the next cast, I think I'll try to get it a bit closer, but for now, I'll leave it for about half an hour before I recast. Hopefully, you get one. So today we're fishing with some glugged up sauce boilies from Dynamite Baits with some cloudy krill liquid in there. Let's give them a bit more attractant, and we've got these size 8 pre-tied Coram hair rigs, £12 line. I've got my heavier setup today. It's 2.5 test curve Coram big water rods with the Coram latitude size 5,000 reel, I think. £15 line. This is only because I was fishing on the Avon yesterday and it was quite snaggy. And today was a quick session. Didn't plan on going out today really. I thought I'll just get out, chuck the rods in that were already set up. Normally I fish with sort of lighter tackle on the Severn, but they'll still catch a fish. So I've just cast the cheesy. Ooh. Ah, God. Oh. So I've just cast in. This has been cast in for a second. Literally a second up. Well, not literally. I'd say. There we go. Yeah, it's fighting. 30 seconds. Second cast. Cast this in. I changed hook bait. I put the pellet hose, cheesy garlic on. I don't think it's a barbel. I think it's a chub, but it's welcome. Pellet hose. Sonny baits don't seem to do that well in terms of durability, but I always find in terms of getting a bite, if you're fishing the day sessions where you're recasting quite a bit, not too bad. Ooh. Maybe this is a barbel. Is this a barbel? No, it's a chub. Jesus, look at that chub. That could be a PB. That very well. Let's get you out of the rocks there. That's a very nice looking chub. Well, I'll leave it there to rest. Quickly chuck out the other rod. That was instant. That was absolutely instant on these pellet hose. So there we have it. The first fish of the session. I've really not long been here. Gorgeous fish. Look at him. I've been here for an hour. That was my second cast, and that was instant on the pellet hose Sonny baits 14mm cheese and garlic. Instant. I'd cast that in. I was reeling in my second rod to recast that, and it ripped off. I thought it was a barbel. It really put up a fight at first. We'll rest it and get it back. Off it goes. So I've actually decided to move stretch of the Severn. I was fishing Quatford earlier. After that chub, I had a walk up. I was going to move swim, and it was pretty ramming. Pretty much every peg that looked okay to fish, there was someone in it fishing. So after walking 3 meadows, I decided to walk back to the car and come to Hampton Loade. So I came to Hampton Loade. I've only seen one person fishing this side. The other side, there's quite a few people fishing. 5 or 6 pegs down, there's a few lads fishing. So I've come past them, and I'm actually in the peg that I caught my PB barbel in last season. I've not had loads of barbel. My PB is £8, and it was on this exact peg. So I'm not going to move anymore. I'm going to stay in this peg until I need to go home, just before it gets dark. I'm going to cast out now. I caught that chub instantly on cheesy garlic 14mm pellet hose. So I think I'm going to chuck them back on, cast out, and hopefully catch a barbel. So I've decided to cast one around that vegetation and one just in the margin down here. I think that's where I caught it from before, so why not? I did catch it on the sauce boilie last time, so I might swap over to that in a bit, but I'm happy with this. There's some lads fishing just by the bridge there. I was gonna fish there, but they came over as I was setting up, so I thought I'd move away from them a bit of space in between us. You can hear the train in the distance. Yeah, I'm feeling hopeful. This is home for the next couple of hours. Right. Fish on. I think it's a chub. It wasn't a big take at all. I think it is definitely a chub, just with the way it's fighting. It's not a chub, it's a tiny barbel, because it's not putting up a fight really. But chubs are welcome, always. Oh, it was a barbel and it's come off. Oh my god, I've just lost a barbel. It was a tiny barbel and I've just lost it. That is very annoying. Very annoying. Oh my god. We'll get back out there. It's not the end of the world. There's nothing I can do about it. I may as well just get the rod straight back out. They're starting to feed now. I am absolutely gutted. I lost that fish. Absolutely gutted. That's my fault for just thinking it was a chub, thinking I'll reel it in, not paying any attention to it. That's why I suppose you have the lighter rods when you can get away with it, because had I have had a lighter rod, I probably would have been able to feel it was a barbel. However, I got bigger rods on because I was lazy, didn't swap them over from this morning's session, didn't have as much feel with what I was doing. I thought it was a chub, started just bullying it in, and it was a barbel, a tiny barbel, probably smaller than that chub I had on earlier. But just as it got to the net, it came off. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Right, I'm going to end the video here. It's not been the best session, but that's fishing. Sometimes it goes to plan, sometimes it doesn't, and today it didn't really go to plan. The pegs that I wanted to fish, I couldn't fish. The stretch that I wanted to fish, I couldn't really fish. I came here, the fish that I wanted to catch, I only just missed. I only just didn't get it in the net. But that's on me. That's fishing. It's all learning. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If anyone is new here, please feel free to subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.